Welcome to our exploration of a topic that has increasingly dominated public discourse. Are we being forced into a fake climate emergency? In this video, we delve into the rise of climate alarmism and the complex factors influencing our perceptions of climate change. We will analyze the role of media, political agendas, scientific consensus versus skepticism, and the broader economic implications of climate policies. Join us as we strive to uncover a balanced perspective on this critical issue and question what is truly at stake. 1. The rise of climate alarmism. In recent years, the term climate emergency has been thrown around with increasing frequency. It's plastered across headlines and shouted from podiums, painting a picture of impending doom. But are we genuinely on the brink of such a catastrophic event, or is it a narrative being pushed for ulterior motives? The idea of a climate emergency suggests an immediate and existential threat, much like the urgency of evacuating a building during a fire. However, while climate change is a pressing issue, many argue that the hysteria surrounding it is exaggerated. For instance, while global temperatures have indeed risen, the most dramatic models predicting catastrophic outcomes have often been proven overly pessimistic. This has led to debates over whether the use of the term emergency is more about stirring emotions than reflecting reality. 2. Understanding climate change. Before delving into the notion of a fake climate emergency, it's crucial to understand what climate change is. At its core, climate change refers to the long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns. These shifts can be natural, occurring over thousands of years, or accelerated by human activities such as burning fossil fuels. The Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, reports that human influence has been the dominant cause of observed warming since the mid-20th century. This understanding forms the backbone of global climate policy efforts. However, the complexity of the Earth's climate system means that predictions are fraught with uncertainty, making it challenging to delineate between cautious preparation and outright alarmism. 3. The role of media in shaping perceptions. The media plays a pivotal role in shaping public perceptions of climate change. Sensational headlines and dramatic imagery can create a sense of urgency, often overshadowing nuanced discussions about potential solutions. For example, a news report might focus on a rare heatwave, linking it directly to climate change without considering natural variability. This kind of reporting can lead to a skewed understanding of the issue, where every weather anomaly is seen as a harbinger of climate doom. Critics argue that such sensationalism is not only misleading but also counterproductive, as it can lead to public fatigue and skepticism. 4. Political motivations and agendas. The politics of climate change is another layer of complexity in this debate. Governments and organizations worldwide have their own agendas, sometimes using the climate narrative to push for specific policies or to deflect from other issues. For instance, green policies can be a double-edged sword. While they aim to reduce carbon emissions, they can also lead to economic challenges, such as job losses in fossil fuel industries. The push for rapid transition to renewable energy sources, though crucial, can sometimes feel like a forced march rather than a carefully planned journey. This leads to questions about whether the urgency of a climate emergency is being used to justify drastic measures without thorough consideration of the broader implications. 5. Scientific consensus and skepticism. There is a broad scientific consensus that climate change is real and primarily driven by human activities. However, within this consensus, there is room for debate about the extent and immediacy of its impacts. Some scientists argue that the term emergency is not scientifically justified, as it suggests a sudden event rather than a gradual process. It's essential to differentiate between genuine scientific skepticism, which is a healthy part of scientific discourse, and outright denial or misinformation. Skepticism can lead to more robust research and better policy decisions, ensuring that actions are based on solid evidence rather than fear. 6. Economic implications of climate policies. The economic implications of climate policies are profound and multifaceted. Transitioning to a low-carbon economy requires substantial investment in renewable energy, infrastructure, and technology. While these changes promise long-term benefits, such as reduced pollution and job creation in new sectors, the short-term costs can be significant. For example, industries reliant on fossil fuels may face decline, leading to job losses and economic disruption in certain regions. This economic dimension adds another layer to the debate about whether the climate emergency narrative is being used to push through policies without adequate consideration of the socio-economic impacts. 7. The psychological impact of climate alarmism. The constant drumbeat of climate alarmism can have psychological effects on individuals and communities. Terms like climate emergency can induce anxiety and helplessness, especially among younger generations who feel overwhelmed by the magnitude of the problem. This phenomenon is sometimes referred to as eco-anxiety. While awareness is essential, there's a fine line between informing the public and inducing panic. Encouraging constructive engagement and fostering a sense of empowerment rather than fear can lead to more effective action and resilience in the face of climate challenges. 8. Seeking a balanced perspective. Finding a balanced perspective on climate change is crucial for effective action. It's essential to acknowledge the real and present challenges posed by climate change without succumbing to exaggerated fears. A balanced view involves recognizing the scientific realities, considering economic and social implications, and fostering open dialogue about solutions. This approach encourages informed decision-making, ensuring that policies are both effective and sustainable. By focusing on practical actions rather than alarmist rhetoric, society can work towards a future that is both resilient and prosperous. The discussion surrounding climate emergencies is complex and multidimensional. While the challenges posed by climate change are undeniable, it's crucial to approach the issue with a clear, balanced perspective that prioritizes effective solutions over sensationalism,